Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. Thank you for joining us tonight. We, of course, ran into some technical difficulties tonight. For some reason, I can't get it to live stream in the event. So we are going to improvise, record this for you guys, and share it in the event with you guys tonight. So sorry if you were hoping to make it on live with us tonight. You will get to see us shortly. Okay. My name is Leah Lewis. Thank you for coming tonight. We're super excited to share with you guys about everything that's going on tonight. And we're going to share a little bit about our story and our experiences. And then we will also dive right into what you came here tonight to talk about, learn about, which is what coaching is and how it works. So I will turn it right over to Amy, and she's going to kick it off.
Hey everyone, my name is Amy. I have been a coach with Beachbody for about 4.5 years. I live in central New Jersey. I am a mother to 3 boys. I am really active in Cub Scouting and Boy Scouting. And I'm a full-time teacher. And when I was thinking about what coaching means to me, I'm going to paint a little scenario in your mind. So if you've ever been driving down the highway and you're cruising along, there's preferably no kids in the car because those car rides are always better. So you're riding alone down the highway. The weather is just like perfect. You have your windows open. There's just a good breeze. And your absolute favorite song in like the whole world comes on. And you just get this feeling like, this day is fucking awesome. Like, I love this day. That exact feeling, like if I could bottle up that emotion when I feel that at that moment in my car, is the type of feeling that coaching gives to me. Of course, not all the time, but it gives me that feeling enough of the time that makes me want to just keep coming back. It makes me feel hungry for more. Like I'm addicted to the feeling that coaching gives me. Of course, when Beachbody came into my life, I was in a very different place. My 3 children were very little. I was just wrapped up in the day-to-day, kind of drowning in the schedule. I had lost sight of who I was. I just really focused in that period of time on me as a mom and as a wife. And that was kind of my focus. And circumstances in our life triggered a massive anxiety that I had never experienced ever in my life before. So as an adult with 3 young children, for the first time in my life, I was experiencing severe anxiety and depression. And I was in and out of the hospital, and I had if you've ever experienced anxiety, you know all of the symptoms that go along with that. I was losing all my hair. I was emotionally eating. I wasn't doing anything good for myself. And I kind of became paralyzed in where I was in my life. And at that time, I would have never, ever in my whole life imagined that I would be able to inspire other people to improve their lives, because I needed someone to tell me that I could do that for myself. And I decided to join Beachbody as a challenger. And I started with 21 Day Fix. I did that program a few times, and I simply fell in love with who I was becoming by shifting the focus of my energy to something positive, rather than just recognizing all the negativity that I was surrounded with. So over time, I just started inviting my friends and my family, and I didn't set out to be a coach. Coaching just kind of fell into my lap as I was just simply being a product of the product. Over the past 4 years, I've built myself an amazing team who have become just the best friends. And, you know, as a teacher, I love my job. I love working with kids. I love going in every day. but there's no room for me to grow. And this opportunity let me see that there was something more that's possible, that could bring me just as much joy as teaching, but also give me more of what I never knew I needed. Um, so that that feeling that I was talking about and being in the car and life is good, that's the feeling that I get every time a new challenger joins us for a challenge, their very first challenge with Beachbody. It's the feeling that I get every time I see someone's results when they finish a program. It's the feeling that I get every time someone messages me and says, thank you, thank you for just offering this to me. Like, this is amazing. And now it's the feeling that I get when coaches on my team are able to use the income that they earn to help support their family, especially during this time when there's been coaches on our team that have lost their jobs due to COVID. So that's why I'm here. That's why I love coaching. I love being part of this team. It has really showed me kind of joy. In a simple way of saying it, it has brought just joy to my life. So thanks for joining us tonight. I think that Kailee, are you gonna talk a little bit next about your journey?
Yep. Thanks for sharing, Amy. That's awesome. So hello, everyone. I'm Kailee. I'm Leia's younger sister, if you guys don't already know or can't tell the resemblance. So a little bit about me. I am a registered nurse at a children's hospital here in Philadelphia. I'm a former athlete. I played soccer all throughout high school and in college. I love to travel, so I do consider myself a world traveler. So that's just a little bit outside of Beachbody. I've been officially coaching for about a month and a half. So I got involved actually with Beachbody when my sister got involved with Beachbody. So she obviously has been a coach for 4.5 years, as you can see, and she wanted me to jump on the bandwagon, right? So she was like, you need to do this. So I started with 21 Day Fix. So I think, right, Amy, a challenger is somebody who just signs up just to do the challenges. Mm-hmm. Okay, because some people might not know that. That's a new one for me. So I was also a challenger. I did 21 Day Fix, and I've never had such amazing abs before. And I did the nutrition program. I did the containers. I loved it. I fell in love with it. And my sister was like, you would be so good as a coach. And I was like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm not a salesperson. That's not my arena. I go to work, I come home. Like, I just like to work out and do it for myself. I did not think that I would be good at it. I did not think that, like, I just felt like it would kind of put me in like out of my comfort zone. And here I am. That was almost 4 years ago. And so during COVID, I, probably fell into habits that a lot of people fell into. I was not working out. I was not eating well. I was eating out a lot. I wanted to support the community, but I was eating it out. I was definitely drinking way too much. And I just kind of fell into a place where I did not feel good about myself. Physically, I did not feel good. Emotionally, I did not feel good with the stress of everything going on in this world and working in the hospital. And I was not in a great place. And so my sister happened to reach out to me and say, hey, there's a new program coming out. I think you would really like it. And it was such a quick and easy decision for me. I was like, yes, like I need something. I was working out at home before that, but it was not good workouts. I was like, I was not feeling any different. I was just working out to say I worked out. So I joined with the MBF package, and I did about a week of the program, and I was like, okay, like this is different than last time. And my sister was like, you really need to give coaching a try. So here I am. I'm in it, in it for the long haul. And so I just kind of started spreading the word. I was like, I'm just going to tell my closest friends and be like, hey, I'm doing this amazing program. I feel good. I'm eating good. Like, it's been a week and I feel like I'm already can like see my abs under there. So I just started spreading the word, and I was so excited that I think my friends and my family, like, they could see that excitement, and it was just pure excitement, like, and they could tell that I was in a better place and I felt better. And so people feed off of that. People want to be excited and they want to do things that excite them. And especially during like these times when, you know, our bucket is very low, our bucket is very empty. We need to do things to fill our bucket. And Beachbody and coaching has really filled my bucket. So it's pretty crazy because I used to think that coaching would be really hard, and it's been way easier than I thought it would be. And it's really just been like me being true about like getting my workouts done and feeling good and doing the nutrition program and just like spreading the word. And so Leigh, I think you're going to go next, and then I'll talk about what is coaching to me, right? So I'll stop there, and then I'll continue a little bit more about what coaching is to me. But that's a little bit about me and why I'm here doing Beachbody.
Great job. Proud mama coach. Okay, so let me tell you guys a little bit about myself. You've already heard a little bit pieces of stories through, you know, Kailee and Amy. And this is honestly, I'm so excited tonight. Really, it's a really full circle moment being able to talk to you guys about this because I started my journey 4.5 years ago. Amy was the very first person that like decided to really like start her journey. And Kailee was one of the next people too, but then she didn't do anything for years, and now it's full circle. So this is really exciting. Anyway, so as I said, my name is Leah Lewis. I have been coaching for about 4.5 years, coming up on my 5-year anniversary this fall. It seems crazy that it's been 5 years, but at the same time, it feels like so long ago because the place that I was when I first started this journey, I was a totally different person. I'd say that my journey really started before I even became a coach because I'm a mom of 3. I have a 10-year-old and twin girls, and after my twins were born, I suffered postpartum depression. I didn't know it was postpartum depression at the time. I just thought, this is what life was like when you had 3 little kids. You worked a full-time job. I didn't know anybody else in my life that didn't feel exhausted all the time, that was negative, complained, and just felt like blah. Like that's what I thought it was like to be a mom. And obviously, you know, having 3 little kids is hard as it is, right? But I had more symptoms than that. I was really anxious, very angry, short-tempered. I had like, you know, that running like thought process in your head that kind of went like in a negative spiral. I never suffered anxiety in my life before, so I really didn't know like what it was. I eventually like, you know, talked to a doctor, went on medication, thought that was going to fix my problems and everything would be good to go. It didn't. I mean, obviously medication does help and some people really need it, but it didn't solve the emotional problems and it didn't give me coping skills to help change the things that were giving me anxiety in my life. So I didn't really do anything, honestly. And of course it just went more and more negative because I didn't know how to cope with my emotions. So I turned to things to help me cope, which were food and wine. We love wine in our family, if you can't tell. So, so, you know, that was just like a natural resort. And I would spend, you know, all my evenings, like looking forward to getting home from work, sitting on the couch. Like, I really wasn't a Netflix person back then, but it was like Grey's Anatomy and all my vampire shows and like, you know, just sitting on the couch, drinking like a lot of wine every night in eating, you know, and that was like what I looked forward to every day because I felt like very overwhelmed in life. I felt stuck. Obviously, as a result of those emotions, everything else in your life is probably not going to be going that well. My marriage was totally on the rocks. We weren't really in a good financial place, and I like hated my job. So I got to this point where I finally was like, all right, I don't know what needs to change. I don't really have any idea how to change, but I need to do something. And I got that like rock bottom feeling. And it was like by the grace of the universe and God that at the same time, I was introduced to this person that I worked with that I started seeing on Facebook. Like probably many of you, you've seen posts or visuals of things. And I saw this girl that I worked with. She was a mom also. She had 3 kids. She looked amazing because she just had a baby. And she just had this smile on her face that looked like so real. Like it was genuine happiness. And she physically looked amazing. She lost weight. And I didn't even know what she was doing, but I reached out because it was that emotional thing that I needed. Like I wanted the happiness. And I was like, what are you doing? Like I reached out to her. I'm like, tell me what you're doing. She told me it was Beachbody. I didn't know anything about Beachbody back then. I just said, listen, I could work out from home, learn how to eat healthier. I thought I knew how to be healthy. I was an athlete too growing up. And I'm like, yeah, I know how to eat healthy. But I wasn't obviously taking care of myself. So I was like, whatever you have, sign me up. I'll do it. And, I got amazing results. I decided to do this program. It was 90 days. I was like all in. I drank the shake. I followed the meal plan. My workouts were pretty much like 9 or 10 o'clock at night every night because that's when I had the time. I was very busy, but I did not like miss a workout, and I followed my program to a T, and I got amazing results. I don't remember exactly how many pounds I lost, but I lost like 8 inches on my waist. Like I had twins. So like my stomach, I was like, there's no hope for me ever again. Right. And I started to see muscles in places in my body that I never thought possible. But more than that, I start to build emotional muscles. Like I started to have confidence. I started to have a belief in myself and my life again, things that I didn't think were possible. And I was obsessed and like so like excited, like Kailee said, right? So I started telling everybody about it. I became a coach very quickly on too. And and that was 4.5 years ago now, right? My coaching has totally changed my life. This business is about, Kailee will go into it in a minute, obviously about health and wellness, but it's so much more than that, right? Those are just the tools that we're able to help people. And in the business side, to help transform your life to more, right? This is about growing as a person. It's about building your mindset and learning how to grow. It's the community. I never would have there's so many amazing coaches now that are part of our life, that are friends, that are basically family. I would have never had those amazing connections. I didn't have that connections 4.5 years ago. But it's also a business, right? This is a real business and a real opportunity. And financially, it's helped our family tremendously. Today, this pays for the mortgage on our house. And there are coaches on our team, that it pays for a variety of things, whether it's just, diapers for their kid or a car payment, or multiple things, daycare or a mortgage, right? It can be whatever you want. But on top of that, it really gives me a sense of purpose, like Amy said, right? I had so little to look forward to in my life 5 years ago. This is like the shining light that has really kept me going forward all my life, because life is hard at times, right? Like we're going through hard times in this world, but there was obviously, a month and a half of rockiness for me too. Everyone probably has dealt with some anxiety with coronavirus and everything going on. But this has been the light that has kept me going forward, knowing that I'm helping me and helping other people. And it's been that way for the last 5 years. So anyway, I am rambling now. That is enough about me. Kailee is going to take over now and dive right into what you came here to learn about today.
So, what does being a health and fitness influencer mean? What is it all about? So basically, what is a coach? So for me, I'm a new coach, so things are going to obviously be a little bit different than Leia, who's been in the business for 4.5 years, and she's much more upline than me. But for me, basically, I do the programs, I do the workouts, I work hard, I do the nutrition program, I eat healthy, I set the example for, for other people. And be excited and be like amped up about the program. And honestly, I just like spread the word. I've contacted friends who I thought would also love these programs, or people who I thought would really do well in coaching. Just kind of post like, my post workouts, my delicious Shakeology shakes, my amazing pre-workout that I'm obsessed with, and just reach out to people. There's a lot of people that I know that I'm just like, this just would be so perfect for you. Or so many people who, especially right now, have been like, I will not go to a gym. And honestly, that was a big thing for me, especially being, a healthcare person. The thought of going to a gym and working out in a mask is absolutely terrible. And I don't think I will step foot in a gym for probably over a year or 2 years. But so that was just like a piece of it, right? So I just reached out to my friends, and honestly, I posted on like Instagram and Facebook, and I had people reach out to me that I had no idea would contact me, and they were like, I need to do what you're doing. Like, I'm in a hole and I need help. And honestly, when somebody comes to you and says that, and then you're able to give them this opportunity, it feels so good. And I'm in the business of helping people. I'm in healthcare and I'm a nurse. That's like literally what we do. We help people, right? And this is that. That's what coaching is. It's helping people feel better and, gain that confidence and gain that emotional strength that Leia was talking about. So I always thought that like being a coach would be really difficult, like I said, and that it was kind of complicated, but it's really not. It's just setting the example and reaching out to people and being there for the people that do sign up, and, being their coach and, coaching them along the side, like on the sidelines. So what does Beachbody have to offer? What makes it different? Why would somebody do Beachbody over just going to their local gym or doing a different program that's out there? So obviously we have the fitness portion. We have the nutrition, which that to me is a huge piece of what Beachbody offers. You can go to a gym and get a yoga class, or go to a gym and take a HIIT class, but they don't offer the nutrition programs that Beachbody have. Beachbody has also so many different nutrition programs that it can cater to what somebody is looking for. And the nutrition programs are easy to follow. They're not like difficult, and they're not a diet. That's like the key thing also, is they're not a diet. It's just a lifestyle and portioning your meals really, and just choosing healthy foods. Accessibility, you can do it from home, and most of the workouts are like half an hour, and like they go by so fast, and they're hard for the half an hour, but at the same time you're like, oh my gosh, that workout's done, and you get amazing results from just 30 minutes a day. But one of the biggest things that probably Beachbody has that nowhere else has is the community and the support that you get from it. Me being a new coach, I can speak from the side of the support that I'm receiving as a new coach. Like my sister, obviously is my sister, and she's going to be there to support me, and she's my coach. But it's been really cool to see other coaches like Amy and Kristen and other people in my sister's team reach out to me, and like really like they cheer me on, and they're like, this is amazing. And just being part of that community, it just feels good. And that's something that you really can't find anywhere else. And you might find a community at the gym, but most of the time when you leave the gym, you don't see those people over again. They're your gym friends because you only see them at the gym. So I'm sure for Leia and Amy, they've been in this for 4.5 years. So they've gone on vacations with these people. Their kids are friends. Like Leia's kids and Kristen's kids are obsessed with each other. So it's not just like you like work together. It's your lives assimilate together, which is a really beautiful thing that Beachbody has to offer. Like Leah said, it gives you financial assistance, emotional strength, confidence. There's so many also events that Beachbody hold and like national things that you get to be involved in when you are a coach. And a few other things. I don't think there's actually anywhere else that you can get like a yoga class, a barre class, a HIIT class, a strength class, like a cardio class, and now there's going to be like a running program. So seriously, it has like everything to offer. And then on top of that, it's a fitness and nutrition program, but you have the ability to coach. So you have the ability to make money and build your own business. So all in all, Beachbody's great. I'm in. Leah, it's all you.
All right, trying to find the unmute button. Awesome. Yeah. So like Kailee said, we have tons of resources to be able to provide, but the number one thing that you're going to do as a coach is going to be working on yourself, right? You can't help other people if you can't help yourself first. And your results are a huge proponent of that, right? Not everybody comes into this business needing to lose 100 pounds, right? Or even 30. So your physical results are a portion of that. The growth is what is important, right? Like being able to show the variety of things that we have to offer and how that's helping your life. Physical fitness is one of those. If you have weight to lose, you need to be able to obviously demonstrate. You need to go all in your programs and show that what you're doing is working. But it's also emotional. It's also mental. It's also financial. So there's multiple ways for you to be able to demonstrate. There are coaches that are on our team that came in and they didn't have any weight to lose, right? But they were extremely unhealthy and had poor habits and needed to improve their mental health, and exercise is a tool to do that. So, as a new coach, you might be worried that there are things that are going to hold you back, right? Maybe, that you're not at your ideal goal weight. I hear a lot of people, a lot of like customers that I talk to before they're, getting started on their journey, and they feel this way, like, how can I do this if I'm not at my goal weight yet, right? And what I always tell you, and what I tell my coaches, is that it's not about being picture perfect, right? I mean, that is the Instagram image of perfection, right? But that's not what we're about. We're about being real. We're about being relatable. We're about showing the struggles along the way. And if you only show that after picture, people don't get to see what you went through, right? They don't get to relate, to put themselves in your shoes, to build a connection and feel like, wow, if she can do it, I can do it. Or if he's doing it, I can do it, right? They need to be able to see that. We're not fitness experts. None of us here. You don't need to be, because we have tools that are going to provide the people to do that, right? We're just real life people going through the same struggles we have in life. And part of that might be weight loss, might be struggling with your weight. It's okay. You're real and you're relatable. And that's going to be something that's going to allow you to connect with other people. Do you need to quit your job to be a coach? Absolutely not, right? All three of us here have full-time jobs. You can do this business at multiple different levels, right? We have coaches on the team that start because they really just want the discount. You get a discount as a coach on products, 25%. Kailee was a discount coach for years, right? She loved the products, so she enjoyed the discount. And then, there are coaches that decide, listen, I do want to do this. I want a discount, but I also want to make a part-time income from this. Or when I say a part-time coach, I more mean really like their vision of what they want, right? This is more of a hobby, and they're okay with occasional customers. They're okay with the occasional income, whether that's $50, $100, or $300 a month. it's a part-time income that they're able to do to provide for themselves, right? And then there are coaches that do this as a full-time job or also a full-time income, right? Most of the coaches, our upline is a full-time coach. She doesn't work full-time hours, I can tell you that. That's the whole point of this business, is to build a team that provides you with residual income so that you work smarter, not harder, right? This is a lifestyle industry, so that you can earn a very well lucrative income by doing it on your time, right? With freedom. So the gamut is available for you. Everybody on our team, I would say, pretty much, whether they're full-time workers, they are stay-at-home moms, or they work part-time, we all work in pockets of time, right? We piece our work throughout the day and find pockets to make it manageable. So I'm not a salesperson. How can I do this, right? Kailee already shared that was like one of her fears when she, before she became a coach. And normally what I say is, if you're not a salesperson, then great, right? Because that's not what this is about. We're not just selling someone a product and leaving them to be on their way, right? Because that's really what a sale is, a transaction of money for a product. And that's what we do. We coach people, right? We help them. We find out what their needs are, their wants, their desires, their struggles, and we find the right solution for them, which is products that we have. Yes, we sell items to them, but that's when the journey begins. Then our work starts in how we can coach them and help them through their struggles because of our experiences that we've learned through our journey, and help them do that, right? We share what is working for us with passion and help other people, right? So there is a difference between a sale, right, and truly providing a solution for someone and coaching them through the process. You will never see any of us or any of the coaches that are on my team, how I teach, ever, just like share an image of a product and be like, this is 25% off, like, get your product today. Like, that is not how we provide services to people, right? Like, we are real and we're genuine and we care about people, and that's how we run our businesses. All right, so a lot of people think like, I don't know, I'm really busy. How am I going to find the time to do this? Amy is the busiest person that I know, okay? So you telling me, if you come to me and tell me that you're busier than Amy, then maybe I will possibly think this might be challenging. But I highly doubt that, because Amy is the busiest person I know, and she makes the time, right? The reality is we all have that excuse. Like, I don't know, I'm too busy. Like, you have that excuse probably about taking care of your own body, right? Or whatever it was, before you had kids, you had some reason why thinking about having kids is going to be too hard. And then you have one kid and you're like, I don't know if I can have two, right? You make do. If it's important and you have that problem, you find a solution, right? So you make time. This here is a picture of Lisa. She's one of the coaches on our team too. She's like just as busy as Amy. And, you learn tools and tricks along the way too. I will say time management is not my best thing. It's always a work in progress, but I have learned as becoming a coach how to be better with my time, right? Through personal development. And the more that you have on your plate, let me say it's the opposite. The less you have on your plate, because I have had periods of time when I was in this business where I had a lot more time and I wasn't working a full-time job. The more time you have, the harder it is, right? To discipline yourself. The less time you have, you don't have any choice. So you have to make those pockets of time. And I feel like it's 100% more doable the busier you are, right? As long as it's important to you, you make the time. So how do we earn money, and how do we do this, right? How do you earn? So there's multiple different ways to earn income, but at a very basic level, you earn commissions. Okay, so if you're a brand new coach, you help someone, you get them set up with a package, you're going to earn commission, or depending on what they're purchasing, it might be what we call a bonus, right? You're going to earn a commission for the products that you sell to people. Okay, so that is one level. My dog is like trying to eat through my door. Hold on one second.
Sorry that I stepped away, but Tim got like massively attacked by bees in the pool.
Oh my gosh.
He was it sounded like his mouth was swelling. He could hardly call my name. So
Oh my gosh.
I gave him some Benadryl and he's chilling out waiting for me.
My goodness. All right. So, right, we can earn commission. That's the first level, right? As you, as you start to help people, you're going to earn residual income. So a lot of our products, people order them month over month. You're going to start to build you're going to earn a commission on that month over month. So month one, let's say you help 3 people, right? Okay. And you earn, I don't know, $200. Okay. Month one, those same 3 people are going to be part of your customers. And then month 2, you're going to help 3 more people, right? You in theory are getting paid off of 6 people, but you only helped 3 new people. So as you can see, it's called a compound effect. The more you do this month over month, the more people that you're helping, the larger your income is going to be. Okay, so that's part of the way the residual income off of just customer sales works. As you start to help people and they decide they want to do this too with you, they want to partner with you like Kailee and Amy, and they want to help people, you then now are able to help or earn a commission off of them, right? In very simple terms, you earn as your team, as your people are helping their clients, you now earn a percentage off of them, okay? So, growing a team is obviously where you can start to build some large residual income. We have bonuses. Our team just locked in a bonus today, which is super exciting. So you can earn bonuses as you grow your business and you hit different ranks. We have so many perks besides just the income, okay? We have rewards for helping people on a monthly basis. Our company sends us free gifts all the time. I just got this super cool Shakeology Snuggie blanket. I swear it's like probably one of the coolest gifts because it's just so soft and fuzzy. But you can also earn free trips. This is a picture of a trip that we went to 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago? Yeah, last year. This year our trip was canceled, unfortunately, because of COVID. But just by helping people month over month, I'm able to get a free vacation for myself and my husband. I've gone on 3 vacations or 4 vacations so far. This would have been my 5th. I would not have been able to afford to pay for like these amazing luxury vacations to take my husband every year. It absolutely wasn't in our budget. And I'm able to give that, right? And besides that, like, just look, like we're all like really good friends, right? Like our husbands like love each other because, of this amazing opportunity. Who wouldn't want like their wife to earn a free trip for them to go all over the country, right? Or their girlfriend, whatever. So hopefully Anthony's listening. But yeah, so, there's tons of different ways for you to make money. If you have more specific questions about that, obviously, ask away, but the opportunities are huge. You really can make this business what you want at your own pace. So how do you actually get started, right? First of all, if you are ready to do this, reach out to your coach who invited you to our webinar presentation tonight. Let them know, yep, I'm ready, let's go. If you still have questions, ask away, right? Like ask, don't be hesitant, and just, we'll help you work through whatever your concerns are. You talk to your coach, determine what your needs are, and find the right package for you. We do have a brand new program that just launched, MBF. It's amazing. Everybody should do it. It also has like some good sales. So that's probably the best value for sure to get started right now. You get signed up with your package. Your cost to sign up for as a coach is actually free. Package prices vary, but anywhere between like, let's just say like $140 and $220, okay? Find the right package, you get started, you'll be welcomed into our team page. You'll also get this new coach welcome guide that's gonna give you some basic tips on how to jumpstart your business. You will get emails from Beachbody giving you your tons of tools, right? The amazing part about Beachbody is that they truly want us to succeed. They give us a ridiculous amount of resources and training and support to grow a business. Anything you need to know about how to do the logistics of the business, you will be provided, okay? Whether it's from our corporate office, from your coach, or our team, we will give that to you. The work and the action and the belief is what you need to bring, right? No one is going to make you successful but yourself. So it's up to you to take the tools that we give you to do the work, and we will be there, of course, cheering you on and helping you do that. So why now? Like, why join? Number one, we're freaking awesome, so you should join us. Just that's the number one reason. But you know, this is just like such an amazing time to join. You know, we have an opportunity to change people's lives, and I don't take that lightly. And sometimes I go through the motions, and I've been doing this long enough, and I kind of like forget, and then I'm like, what the hell? Like, these people that are now my dear friends, like, their lives have like 100% been changed forever, right? And then their kids and their family, like, it's a ripple effect. And you know, not only from just like an emotional perspective, a health perspective, there's people who's like we're, you know, not people that we know in our team, like they were like on their deathbed of health, and now they're not, right? But we're in a time right now where there's so many people that are negative or struggling or hopeless, and we have a light with, you know, an opportunity to give people hope again, besides all the other things, right, we just had to offer. And the opportunity to do that and get paid for that and earn like good income is amazing, you know? And so what I always say is go with your heart, right? Because if you're anything like me, I had all of the reasons in my head, like, I don't know, this sounds great, this doesn't, I don't think I have the time, blah, 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 right? Stop worrying about, like, you know, all the excuses that are going to come up, because you're going to have a million excuses that are going to come up on why you can't or why you shouldn't, or you're going to look at other people and you're going to worry, right? Like, just go with your heart. If you feel in your heart like this is something that could potentially help you and change other people's lives, what's the worst that happens, right? You decide to sign up, get into amazing shape, and that's it, right? And then you're surrounded by an amazing group of people that are going to help you along, right? That's the worst that could happen. Besides, our company guarantees results or your money back, right? So, you know, you've got nothing to lose. So anyway, I hope you guys will be joining us. We will be welcoming you to our team page soon. If you have any questions, just ask away. I know this is now a recording, so you can just ask on the video link, or reach out to your coach, or reach out to one of us in an instant message directly. Feel free to email any of us, and we'll be happy to answer those. All right, have a great night.